Are you a victim of domestic violence? Since 2013, From Ordinary to Extraordinary has helped over 3,000 women, and we want to continue to rebuild the community with one family at a time. Please make a donation or sign up for volunteer opportunities today at imfote.org. No matter how you choose to get involved, know that every bit counts. From Ordinary to Extraordinary is a 501c3 nonprofit organization designed to empower women and girls that have experienced domestic violence.
Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap, tap, tap in.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Low waist, fat, baby, tap in.
Oh, I'm going to tap in for sure.
Tap, tap, tap in.
And good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. It is Friday. It is Friday today, right?
Today is Friday. I think
I just wanted to make sure. This has been a weird week. Friday. We done made it to the end of the week.
Oh, I ain't played this in a while. Here we go.
I said it's Friday. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will start the show on a Friday. I want to thank everybody who supports the show constantly. Is that Queenborn?
That's just like Queenborn, right on cue. Morning, morning, y'all. Queenborn's back in. Yeah, I ain't seen her in a minute.
So good morning, everybody. Thank y'all for supporting. Thank y'all for supporting the show on here on Media Room 360 TV. Thank y'all for supporting CW33, Media Room 360. I obviously put that together. Shawnee Scott's, congratulations. And so keep rocking with us. We happy. It's Friday.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get this damn energy up today. Trying to get the fun.
Yeah, because you were spunky. You came in on one yesterday. You came in hot. As they say.
I don't know. I don't know if it was because I got sleep. I don't know.
Some sex. I got something.
Stupid. No, I got some sleep, and I got sleep last night. But let me find out about your nights first. Shawnee Scott, how was your night last night?
It was just filled with work. The same old thing. Nothing exciting happened. None of that. So.
None of that exciting. You just work.
Just work.
All right, Rihanna.
All
you need some personal time, Shawnee. Like you need like a relaxation, just all about you. Like just no work. Just at least 24 hours. But go ahead. Who gonna do everything Shawnee does though? Like that's the problem. Yeah, you do. I see it in your face. You need a day to yourself.
Jay
said, spa day.
And it's a spa day, something that you wouldn't give the first lady.
Easy. Good morning, James. Ashley Newman, Queenborn. Tashabi's up with us. What up, Tashabi? He's up early.
Wow, y'all really up on it's Friday. See, people get perky on a Friday. People be ready to play on a Friday. So Shawnee, are you okay? You need some falling, can't get no sleep medicine. I don't know what that is.
Well, yeah, like she tired, like she been up. Cause she up working, James. She's up all day and night. All right, she Kid Cudi or whoever. Yeah, she whatever his name is. She's up day and night all the time.
Well, yep. I think everybody. It's weird. It's a weird time in the world. A lot of things going on. Jay Black, how was your night?
I had a busy. Believe it or not, I was productive and busy. That's what my Thursday. That's how I can look at it. It was productive and busy. Whoa, Shawnee didn't. Oh, she'll be back.
Why is my bomb ain't working today? It's the applause.
You trying to hit the applause and hit the bomb?
No, I'm trying to hit the bomb, and every time I hit the bomb, I'm hitting this play.
So my boy did swim lessons. The swim lessons finally paid off. We're on our fourth session.
Now nice.
But he floated yesterday. He actually floated on his back. I can't float. That little Negro, he was literally on his back just chilling in the water.
That's dope.
Usually, he the kid that just got to stand up and do it, splash when everybody was swimming. So now she got him swimming with the one noodle, and then he started swimming without the noodle, but he floated. So I said, all these swim lessons, all this money later is finally paying off. I don't want my kid to be that black kid in the water that can't swim.
No, that's dope.
This is personal.
And I like the fact that the way you're going about teaching them, like he's going to classes, like they just threw me in the pool. Like they just.
Well, let's say that's good when you're an infant because you naturally know water. I don't trust that.
Just survive. Just survive. Go ahead.
Is he still here?
I think I almost, like, on my own, I almost drowned like 2 times at country club pool. And I grabbed the edge, and then, but you know, when you're a kid, you dumb as hell. Like, I was scared, but I was like, nah, I almost got this. No, you almost died.
Yeah, you almost died. Your feet couldn't touch. Yeah,
If we couldn't touch, why are you in the deep end anyway? Why are you playing in the deep end anyway? But that is dope that he's actually doing that.
So the swim lessons is working out. I actually watched Marlon Wayne's special yesterday. He did all about the Will and Jada Smack. I heard he did that, and I'm like, how could he pull a whole special off and only talking about that? But he did, and it was hilarious. I watched that while I was in the pickup line waiting to pick up my boy from school.
I wasn't mad at it. I thought it was funny, but
it was funny.
It was just weird to me that the person who didn't get smacked or did the smacking talked the most about it. Like, I didn't understand. Like, if Chris only does 10 minutes of it, like, why do you go that hard on it? Like, this ain't had nothing to do with you.
But he put a spin, said it was all his fault. I mean, I thought it was funny how he brought it all around about him and the whole, you know, the history that he has with all three of them. And yeah, I thought it was good. Honestly, I did. I thought it. I
thought it was good too. I'm not saying I didn't think it was good. I just thought from a distance, I was like, I know Chris got to be feeling some type of way that just some bitch did a whole.
He got paid.
He did a whole thing off of me getting smacked, and because no other comedian even thought about that, and that's why I give credit to Marlon, and he's doing an excellent job as the guest host. He had his week on Comedy Central, the show that Trevor, what's the name?
Trevor Lawrence.
Noah. Trevor, yeah, that he left that show, and then obviously Jon Stewart did that before him. But he did a really good job. Like, he's really doing a good job. I just thought it was weird.
Mo, I see you, Mo, getting set up.
I thought it was a weird thing.
Wait, let me see. I did the swim lessons so he can float and swim a little now. Finally, watched Marlon Wayne's. I watched B2K. You know, I've been.
What is this B2K thing that you're watching? I mean, I know the group who you're, but what is it?
It was a documentary that Omarion did when they went on the Millennium Tour, and they had all the drama, and just their whole upbringing, the whole issues with Fizz smashing his baby mom and being on a tour with them. If you remember back, so it was on WeTV.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, Fizz doing that.
It's like on episode 3 or something like that. So I'm caught up on that.
I've never understood why groups have such a hard time with just getting on stage, and once we get done, nobody talks to each other. That's it. If we don't F with each other, nobody talks to each other. Like, we're making a gang of money, and it's Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends, and we really don't F with each other. When the show is done, we don't talk. We just go separate ways and get our checks, and then we come back and make believe we love each other. Like, I don't understand.
But I think because one of the Raz B had like threw his microphone and his shirt off, he left the stage, so he left them high and dry on stage. He let his emotions get the best of them, so that made them say, "I'm done working with them." Like, they didn't want, like, if Mo wild out on the middle of the stage in the middle of a performance.
But that's what I don't get. Why don't people understand the meaning of a check and just be like, "Yo, we can get through this."
Everything ain't about the money for some people. It's personal.
Well, it better be about the money for Raz B. Shoot. I don't know. Like, he act like he married J. Blige and she walk out and she dip on a Diddy tour or something. You better sit there and enjoy yourself.
Like he Coco from SWB or Cisco. Yeah. Like the show can still go on without you, Raz.
It really can. Like, we honestly don't need you. Like, I've never understood it. Like I got it with Bobby in New Edition because Bobby had a substance abuse problem. So I got it with that. But even they brought it back together again. Even they were smart enough to be like, "Yo, let's get back together. Let's make this."
Good morning, Aristotle. I see you on Facebook.
Aristotle, what's good? Sexy Mo, welcome. How's everything? How was your night last night?
Comcast, Xfinity can suck it slow.
Oh, whoa. Somebody was coming in hot.
I'm so upset with my internet right now. I don't even know what to say.
Just get your credit. I got a call about mine today.
I pay my bill on time, and yeah, I'm upset.
Did you get your credit like Jay said?
No, I didn't. I didn't even know that was possible. But thank you, Jay Black.
Yeah, you
never get credit. They just apologize for the outage and
nah, son, give me the supervisor.
Tell me, let me troubleshoot you through this thing, and maybe you need to bring in. I'm not bringing in another router. Not doing it. Not doing any of that.
That's why you deserve your credit, because your file is on there on how many things you've had to do. And then you always ask for the supervisor. I got a credit back. That was the most vicious argument I've ever had in my life on the phone.
And I don't feel like arguing with nobody. I was driven from Philadelphia last night. I don't feel like arguing with nobody over something I paid for.
Yeah, that is ridiculous.
I'm arguing.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah, I'm arguing.
Well, I leave for the principal.
Well, can you argue for me, J Black, today? Just for the principal?
Yeah, I could do it.
You actually could have him do it. I mean, his name ain't on the bill, but he could actually do it.
We right on a 3-way.
Can you say you might? Yeah. Can you say my wife is highly upset? Like, do what you do for Lady Q. I need to fill in.
Did you bring up and have you brought up that this is affecting your work, so you're losing money? You brought all that stuff up, right? Okay,
I did. And then the stupid lady says, "Oh, you do a podcast? Well, what do you guys talk about?"
We talk about how your cable service sucks. That's what we talk about.
But you need to talk about your other work that you do, that you're always on your laptop. That you're always.
I am, and
Yeah.
I am, and I actually shout out to Starbucks and they free Wi-Fi, because if it wasn't for y'all,
I've had a lot of meetings at Starbucks because of that free Wi-Fi. A lot of meetings.
That's my mobile office. I tell people all the time. They're like, "Where you at?" Starbucks. You spend a lot of time in Starbucks. I like Starbucks.
I like that Frappuccino something.
The caramel ribbon.
I don't know. My daughter actually sent me the text message on because I can never remember what the hell it is, and she sent me a text message. I'll look it up in a second, but it's delicious. It ain't on my diet, but it is delicious. Yeah, vanilla bean Frappuccino with brown sugar and light ice.
Oh.
That's that. Yep. That's a whole lot going on there. That sounds really bougie. I've never ordered anything like that ever. Like that. Let me get that vanilla bean Frappuccino with brown sugar and light ice. I can't stand people who are specific like that. And light ice.
Yeah, because the more ice you have in like a Starbucks drink like that, it just waters it down. Like,
I found that out. So my daughter was like, just ask for light ice, Dad. That's what you're doing wrong. James K says, Sexy Mo, just call and say that you want to cancel your service. That's what I did. They will ask you why. And when you tell them about your service, it will kiss the ground you walk on. All right.
Well, James, can you call for me?
Facts, James.
That doesn't always work. It can work. It has worked for me. And it hasn't worked for me.
One time he told you, okay.
Basically, they was like, go about it. Go ahead. I was like, I remember
future endeavors.
I said, I got DirecTV on speed dial right now. The DirecTV guy that did. They were just like, well, go get it. Just wish for the best when it rains.
And my daughter said they hate that. My daughter worked at Verizon, and she said she hated when people would call us threat. I'm gonna go to Sprint. She'd be like, "No, that don't work. It goes the opposite direction when you threaten certain people." So,
and I literally had to go to DirecTV. I went because now my ego was. I was like, "Where? Okay, bam!" And I went to DirecTV. I was on DirecTV for like 2 years, but I just got sick of this rain. When rain would hit, that you never knew what was going to happen, because that's when they still had the
DirecTV is the worst.
They got to put the only thing that was good about DirecTV is it had more channels. Like it had,
you can't see it.
And it had the NFL games. It had all the NFL games at that moment.
Day. Oh man, no DirecTV today.
I'm like, damn, my satellite
too hot. No DirecTV.
I said, is there protection I can put on my satellite? Do y'all have a cover that I can put on my? And then you got to get that damn satellite removed when then I left DirecTV. You got to have them come out and take that big ass satellite that's on your balcony. Well, anyway, you're here today, so obviously it's working.
I am. Let's see how long it holds up.
Boy, I have that allegedly ready, because boy, I'm struggling. I'm ready for it. We can do it. We can go into it right now.
Yeah.
Let's get this mother crawl.
Yo, what's up?
Baby, let's go.
Allegedly, with Sexy Mo, powered by Media Room 360 TV.
Okay.
And that picture cracks me up how dead serious Mo was. That picture was dead serious. Let's go to AT&T because cost. Yeah. Actually, the fact that we even have to have, like, because I left all of it. Just all you got to keep is the internet. When I was in Texas, I just kept the internet, and then just got a streaming thing that had a bunch of channels.
Streaming things add up before you know you're paying the same $250 that you would be paying.
No, I just got the. I always pronounce it wrong. FUBO. FUBO. Fubo or Fubo. I would say Fubu. That's what it looks like to me. And I got them channels, and it was $75. That's all I kept. And then I had, then you had Netflix and Hulu. So it still didn't crack 100. But go ahead, Mo. All the stories that you hear right now, we reserve the right to actually retract them. Sometimes Mo actually does a segment called Psych.
Psych with Sexy Mo.
Psych with Sexy Mo. But hey, all she does is scroll better than y'all. That's it. So you can't keep us responsible for none of this. We're just telling stories that are on that social media. So with that being said, it is Sexy Mo, ladies and gentlemen. Sexy Mo.
Well, I told Michael Shawn, told y'all that I was gonna be following this mystical. Y'all thought it went away, but it's back up again. Back last year, September, he was arrested again on assault and alleged rape case. He caught another rape case. And so, he tried to get bail in the case, and the judge denied it. And he could be facing like some R. Kelly numbers this time. He's already served, I think back in 2003, on another assault and rape case. Well, he's asking the judge right now for a gag order.
A gag order?
Yes. He's asking.
Mystical think he popping again? What do you mean a gag order? No. What happened, Mo?
I got a call for her. So I guess maybe that was Psych with Sexy Mo. Psych. Y'all thought we was going to finish that story?
Yo, maybe we really gotta take her serious about her internet.
I always thought she was lying. I said she just wanted
I said, what, Mystical think he popping again? And Mystical said, yeah, I'm popping. Whap, took her right off.
Oh wait, she's back. She's
back. My poor Mo. Oh my God.
I'm sorry, Shawnee. Go ahead.
What happened?
That was me and Shawnee. You got it.
No, that's you.
I added her.
So that was you that added her.
Oh.
Yeah. So go ahead, Mo. So he trying to get a gag order on
a moment.
So a gag order on what?
So he wants a gag order, basically, on his. He calls it a fake rape and false imprisonment case, basically, that he's saying he's fired his defense attorneys who basically successfully represented him the last time, because he's had other rape charges in Louisiana. So the gag order basically will stop the attorneys on either side from speaking on the latest developments in the case to any individual or entity, meaning the radio, television, news reporters, maybe potential witnesses and things like that. So he's just wanting all cease and desist on any talk about Mystical in the rape. Does that include me?
I listen, man. I have that does include us technically, but I don't think that's gonna go over too well because if the biggest stars in America can't get it done, I don't know how Mystical's good. Now I will say this about Mystical. Now he had the first one that he went to jail for, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Now after that, if I'm Mystical, I just marry somebody. I don't even care if I like the person. I just marry somebody. I am not having any casual sex with anybody. With anybody, especially if I felt like I was innocent. Because you can't even sign a consent form. You can't get a person to sign a consent form. Because I remember I threw this idea out, but I was told that then the person can say that they were forced to sign a consent form.
Mm-hmm.
So the consent form can even get thrown out. What city was this charged? I don't know, Tashambi. You got problems in one of these cities?
It's in Louisiana. He resides in Prairieville, Louisiana. And basically, he's accused of raping, strangling, and robbing a woman in his home in July after she allegedly stole some money from him. That's what the allegations are. And so he's basically asking for a gag order because he doesn't want all of the publicity. He's actually doing court on Monday.
Damn, son.
First degree rape. Well, good luck.
Once again, I hate to say this because this is horrible, but when I hear stuff like that, it makes me feel better about my life. It really does. Maybe it ain't so bad. Right, it ain't so bad. It really, can't he just check the ring? Doesn't he have the ring in the house that he could just check?
The camera, look, it
Well,
was in the
everybody
look.
doesn't have the ring in the house,
Well,
so
and
you know.
like, you gotta have the ring, especially if historically you've had problems. You gotta have the ring and just check the ring and then call the cops and be like, look, I got it on tape. She stole my money. Can you please get it back? That's it. But this
It
sounds
doesn't
very
always work
serious.
that way. It doesn't always work that way. And in his case, because he has a history of of rape and going to jail, behind a lot of these charges. This is serious. He can do this is, I think, like his third or fourth time coming up on rape charges, and this is serious. He can do an astronomical amount of time on this.
God, man, that's so bad. That's the point I'm making. All charges are here in the boot from the people that know. Oh, yeah. So you're trying to say he need to smash people outside of that city and state, I guess. Now I would just get married, dog. I'm like, I'm done. I'm out this game. Chris, wait a second. Somebody wants to add to your allegedly. Chris Brown's in trouble again. Are you getting to that, Mo?
I'm not there yet, people. I'm not there yet. You
Morning,
gotta slow
Brian.
down on allegedly.
Yes,
so that is. Well, I guess you want to segue into Chris Brown, allegedly, who also has a history of violence. Allegedly, he is accused of beating another woman again. His girlfriend. They said that he nearly broke her ribs. Now, this is coming from one of the girlfriends of Chris Brown's alleged girlfriend, one of her close friends. I'm pretty sure Jay Black has a picture of her.
No, I'm about to look at it right now. Let me see what she look like.
She's a beautiful girl. She's an Instagram model. I think her name is Leilani, and she's known for hanging out with the rappers and the athletes, and
So he allegedly broke this girl's ribs?
So apparently they're saying that his current girlfriend, Amika Harris, basically that they share a child together, and that Chris has been abusive to her, and they've gotten into it, and the girl got broken ribs. He said, they went on vacation in what is it, Tulum?
Leilani is her name.
So that's the friend. Just drop it off.
That's the snitch. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, Amika, I see her.
Apparently, she's saying that Chris and Amika, they basically witnessed. She claims that she witnessed Chris brutally beat his girlfriend when they were in Mexico, and that she was beaten so badly that her ribs were suspected to be broken by Chris.
Did she go to the hospital? Do you know if there are hospital records? And James said,
when you're a star, you don't always have to go to the hospital. You have people who come out, check you out. And I don't know if you've ever played sports, Mike, but there have been people who had broken ribs and wrapped themselves up and just kept it moving, because there's no cast or anything for a broken rib. You just gotta let it heal.
Yeah, but I had a bruised rib and I couldn't breathe. I don't even know what that poor thing was going through with broken ribs like that.
And she a little girl, not little girl, but she's on frail, like thin.
Well, Chris Brown does have a type. If you look,
she do got a Karuchi.
Karuchi. Yeah, I was trying to think of her name because Karuchi said he laid hands on her too. Allegedly.
So best friend goes on Instagram to say, man, I do not care what nobody says. Chris Brown is a woman beater. When I went on vacation with them and tell him he beat Amika's rib cage to the point where she had to call in a doctor. See, calling a doctor to make sure nothing was broken.
Here's a picture of her, Mike.
Some serious allegations, and I don't know what. First of all, Leilani broke girl code, because if me and my man got into it and you was on vacation with us, you could say what you want to say, but you can't go to the media or go on social media and say this person, my man broke my ribs, or they got into it while we were on vacation. And
well, just to be fair, just to be fair with the girl code, if Kris Jenner would have broke the girl code, Nicole Simpson might still be alive.
There you go.
I'm just telling you the truth.
There we go.
I'm just telling you the truth on the girl code. Like, I mean, I'm just saying it's a dangerous code to keep up. Like, because somebody eventually, if this is true, and we don't know if this is true or not, but if it is,
Yolanda,
and he gets away with something like this, there'll be another victim. If it's true, I don't know.
So
I don't know if it's true.
No, if you're my girlfriend or my friend or whatever, and you're reporting it to the police because you're fearful for my life, that's different. She went on social media, so that's my problem. And unless Amika gave her permission to go on social media and said, "Girl, can you post this about him?" Because I can't. That's one thing. But for her to do it on her own volition, I just have a problem with that.
No, I get it. I get it. I understand it. But you know, you grown. I don't know how old these individuals are.
Well, Chris Brown ain't no spring chicken. He's not.
Yeah, but I don't know how old these ladies. I don't know how old these ladies are. Like, I'm, you know, and you know, the court system for them is going to the gram and going to TikTok. That's what their court system, and that's what their truth. They want to speak their truth is on social media. But you're right. If you want to talk, even though I guess it would be kind of hard in Mexico to talk to the cops in Mexico and be like trying to explain the whole situation.
A lot of cops because a lot of cops in Mexico, they're part of, you know, some of them are part of the cartel.
Not even part of the cartel, but there could be a mentality like you call the cops and like, well, what she do?
What did she do? Correct.
What did she do? And you're like, what are you talking about? What does it
that's
matter? What she do?
That's Leonie, huh?
Wait a second. So that's his baby mom? I'm confused. Like, which one is the person?
Leilani is the best friend, okay?
Oh, she's a snitch. Okay.
So does it change your view on her, Jay Black, now that you've seen that, you know, how
Jay always want to play?
No, I'm just trying to get I'm trying to get a visual for who she is. I can't see it. Okay.
I'll just
I was just zooming. I can't zoom
for the week. You're on this vacant strike.
So let me ask you something. That means he had both these women on vacation with him.
She likes him.
See, so you're
wow, God.
There you go.
Wow.
So my thing is, what transpired that she felt like it was okay for her to go on social media and talk ish about her girlfriends, her besties, man. Baby,
so how okay, this is all alleged, y'all. This is all seriously alleged. How you gonna get mad because the threesome went wrong? I'm just telling you for what I see. That's just my theory, because you got both these young ladies with you in Mexico on it. First of all, why are y'all both on the trip with Chris Brown? There's only one reason. Ain't nobody come just to carry the bags. Everybody was partaking in it, whatever, because he probably paid everybody's flight. He was paying for the drinks and I'm not saying this did or did not happen. But now I got questions that you didn't call the cops, and I feel that somebody got more attention during the intimate situation than the other person, and somebody caught feelings. That's my theory on this. Now, if he did this, he's disgusting, he's despicable, and he should pay for it and the whole nine. But if the girl ain't coming out, and Jay Black he played too much. That's all I'm saying. Jay Black,
I was trying to see what the belly is the belly button ring. I didn't know what I was trying to see the ring. Okay, it's a diamond. Okay. Tattoo. Okay. All right. I was trying to see the pictures. Go ahead.
That is ridiculous. Yeah. You got it. Go ahead, Mo. If you got more, go get it, girl. It's Friday.
Yes,
if you got more, the lady Q just checked them. Wait a second. Jay Black was just checked on the Q comment, sir.
Yes, thank you, Lady Q. Thank you. No bacon this morning. We can hold the bacon this morning.
You can stop staring now.
I love when Lady Q comes in.
Anyway, just leave the picture. See, the people want the pictures.
No, but you can just leave the pickup while she's doing the story. Is your little targeting area?
What?
Like I don't know where we going with this.
Mo was doing the story, and I wanted the picture to be, you know.
I'm trying to think, like, would you be okay if your girl took a pic like that? That's what I tell y'all, ladies. Don't be taking
and then posted it, right?
Well, nobody said that well, that's not the girlfriend. I mean, that's
I know
his girlfriend.
She got some dude, obviously.
Some future husband.
Free agent out here in these streets. Who knows?
Yeah, she probably is a free agent right now, especially since she's snitching. She's gonna be a free agent for a while now, boy. Shoo.
Somebody is still hit. But
Yeah.
so I think that we're going to have a Jerry Springer type of couple of months. Jay Black, Michael Shawn, Shawnee, Blueface is finally saying there's a 20% chance that he may be the father. You know, he's been denying that he's the father of her baby. Of course, they split.
Whose baby?
Why can't I ever get this girl's name right?
Krishan.
Krishan. I was calling Krishan.
So he's saying there's a 20%. There's only a 20% chance that it's his baby. That means,
listen. He said, anytime you're out here and you smashing, you running through, and you smashing any woman, he said there's a likelihood that you can get her pregnant. He said, but she's been with other men. And he said that he feels like there's an 8 to 10, 8 out of 10 odd that he may be the father. He said those odds are pretty high. And he went on to talk, say some things about the baby that I feel like, I'm like, come on.
Let me tell you how.
It's one thing for you to say it might not be your baby, but you're going to call it, Jay Black.
That's not the girl.
Oh, wait, that's Leonie again. God darn it, hold on. Tashambi was asking about the material. I put up the wrong picture. Hold on. That's Leonie. That's the same Leonie chick.
Chicks be doing photo shoots.
What's wrong with you?
No, that was the wrong. Wrong.
So Blueface, let me get this right. Blueface said, because if he said this might be the dumbest shit you've ever said in your life. He said it's 8 out of 10 that it could be his baby, and he equated that to 20%. Because if it's 8 out of 10, it's obviously more than 20%, more than 20% chance.
So he says, I think that there's, basically it was the opposite. We knew what he meant. There's a 2 out of 10 chance, but he says there's an 8 out of 10 chance that he may be the baby. My thing is this: don't say anything. Wait and get a DNA test, a blood test, or whatever. Your kids are going to see this. If that baby is yours, your child is going to see this later on in life. And how do you think it's going to make him or her feel that you're denying, that you was the father?
What is that cute comment that she had that he's a pure devil? Why is he the pure devil now? I don't follow them.
Lady Q is saying basically now that Krishan is sober and she's like really seeing Blueface for what he is, a lot of people feel like, oh, now you want to go in.
Oh, he said 80% chance first, and because he couldn't trigger her to act crazy, she went to Miami for her birthday. That's how every woman gets her man back. They go to Miami. That's how.
Why she thinks that he's trying to trigger her?
Because he's been with her long enough to know what is going to set her off the rails, right? Because take away the alcohol, she still has mental health issues and things, emotional issues that she has to deal with. That sets her off. But she was unbothered in Miami. She hit him back with a whole bunch of comments because he was upset about pictures that she took with and she was trying to explain it away, like, oh, I'm popular basically out here in these streets and people gonna jump in pictures with me. And so she showed pictures or messages of him trying to tear her down when she went to Miami to have a good time. But again, I've said it from the beginning. Their relationship dynamics is toxic, whether they're together or apart. They're still participating in toxicity, so to speak.
I hope she don't. I hope she never relapses, but I especially hope she doesn't relapse while she's pregnant. I get put in jail for a comment, but you can post women in bras and panties. I don't know, dog. I don't know why. I don't.
Well, social media. If Instagram allow it.
Yeah, they pick and choose what is like. If you put some injustice and you're saying something about the government, they'll ban you and shut you down. But if you post some semi-pornographic pics, and they're all good with it. They're all.
Or Krishan and Blueface fight.
Shut me down. Xfinity just shut me down when I was talking about them.
Yeah, you was talking about Mystical. I didn't know Mystical had that type of power, but I can't take either side with this because honestly, these two people, from what I've seen, and I don't watch the show, I just watch the clips. I don't trust either one of y'all. I feel like y'all both vindictive. And I feel like y'all will do anything to get at the other person and get under the other person's skin. Sober or not, I feel like everything. All right, let's just see you move on.
What pictures? What pictures James talking about? Jay, put it up. So we can.
Sounds like I missed the pic.
What pictures he talking about?
It just turned into a bunch of high school boys. Yo, show the pic again.
Y'all are terrible.
Trina.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. I gotta start wearing my glasses. My vision is getting worse and worse. I'm telling you, I gotta go to what is the eye doctor called? Is it just called the eye doctor or is it the
optometrist?
Optometrist. They are too toxic for me, and young kids eat this mess up. Listen, the young kids eat it up. Jay Black watches it. He loves it. Even the old people love it. Like they are so, I don't know. People are intrigued about this function. I don't know what it is.
I like the love that they had, like the fact that
it's
they
not
always
love.
come back
Stop
together. Like they're really in love with each other. And sometimes when you're really in love, you can fight. Like I get that piece, and I love that.
No,
they stick together.
No, Jay Black. Let's not confuse.
They always come back together. They always come back together.
Let's not confuse love with sometimes people fighting. Yeah, people in love have healthy arguments and disagreements, and yes, but what that whole knockdown, drag down thing that they do, that's I keep saying is going to end up, somebody's going to die if they stay together and they're in physically together like that. Somebody's going to die. That's not love. And let's not paint that picture.
You fought what you do before. Everybody fought what they
do. Is just a display of love. This is dysfunction at its best. This is toxicity at its best. I'm sorry. That is not a true depiction of love. That's somebody who doesn't know how to even begin to control their feelings, their emotions.
It just kills me how we'll look at some stories like Chris Brown and be like, that's crazy and disgusting if it happened. And then Mystical will be in jail. And, once again, if this all happened, but then we'll watch a TV show with these two punching each other in the face. Like, I don't get it. Like,
and sensationalize it because that's all you see of them. You don't see like really the good, like any type of good moments, because doesn't love have good moments in your relationship? You can't tell me that they're always fighting and going at each other's heads. There's no way.
Yeah, so when y'all gonna show a scene with them? Yeah, when y'all show a scene with them just taking long walks on the beach and holding hands.
That ain't
whatever happened. Whatever happened to that? Like, just not even kissing on the lips, just kissing on the cheek, on tongue,
and it's also
kissing on the forehead.
It's almost like an obsession, like a toxic obsession.
Well, Lady Q's a Q comment brought to you by Woke Up Inspired says he doesn't love her. He just wants to control her, nobody else to have her. Well, I mean, I think they kind of have shown they both have that tendency. Because I saw her get pissed because they were doing a podcast, and I guess the girl who was hosting the podcast was talking. They got into a discussion, not about anything sexual. They were really having a discussion, and she got an attitude because the girl, I guess, she thought she was paying too much attention to Blue. I was like, well, damn. I said, that's some drunken Michael Shawn shit. Like, what are you doing? Like, you really mad over because they're having a conversation in front of you, like directly in front of you on a podcast, and that's what you're supposed to do is answer questions. But listen, I wish them luck. Enjoy yourself in Miami. I don't know if Miami's the place for you to be right now when it comes to your situation with substance abuse.
But she's adding on too, though. I saw her on Instagram or some posting a video with her bikini on or just a little thin underwear, talking about thinking I might have an abortion because he disrespecting me in Miami. But she's showing all her behind. Like, why are you showing your behind and just in? I don't know. I just thought that was weird.
I said earlier, it's more than them just being together in a toxic relationship. They both have issues that they need to be in extensive therapy for. Emotional, their emotional well-being is not right, whether they're together or they're apart.
The new Bobby and Whitney.
I think that they're borderline worse than Bobby and Whitney.
Well, it depends. Like, you could be right when it comes to the physicality of the whole situation, but the drug wise, Bobby and Whitney had them by. It was a landslide. Like, unfortunately, not even joking about it. I'm just saying, unfortunately. You got another one before we get to these topics? You got something else?
Well, speaking of couples and couple teens, 50 Cent came into a candid conversation with Mary J. Blige, and it was.
I saw that.
I said, okay, I see where he's coming from with this. One of the things that they talked about was, women and, buying lavish gifts. And so 50 said, I don't really like women who ask me for things. Like, I don't like for a woman to say, can you buy me this or can you buy me that? He said he said he's gonna do it regardless because he's 50. He said, but he doesn't like for women to ask him for something. Like, I can you get me that purse? He said I'm gonna do it, and then eventually, like, the gifts will flow, but let me do it. He said he doesn't. So I'm like, is that like a control thing? Because if you're gonna do it anyway, what's wrong with a woman saying, I really like that purse or whatever? Or
do you know how tired he must be of women asking him casually, oh, I really like that purse. Man, I know you do. I know I really like that car. I know you really like that. We all like that car. Do you know how tired you must get of somebody always trying to, because do you know how women would drag her if he never bought her anything and they just had a good relationship, but he didn't buy her nothing? Like, it's gotta be irritating. Like, I've never been in those situations where somebody's constantly being like, yo, can I get this? Because I'm like, shit, neither one of us can get it. How about that? Like, I can't afford all that, but it's gotta get irritating after. Even a famous woman, even like, I don't know, whatever famous woman you want to talk about, when Rihanna was single, it's gotta be irritating when a dude is looking at you just walking and he's looking at like some J's or something. Like, oh, those are dope. Those are really, yeah, they are dope. Buy them. Like, buy them. But I love 50. 50 has this saying that he always says. He said, people call me a bully, right? And he's like, but all I do is this. When somebody says they got a problem with me, I say, no problem. We can get it popping. And he makes sense. He was like, I'm for it. Like, I love this whole back and forth thing and how where it can go. But he did say he's maturing and he's learned to chill, because now I guess he realizes how much he has to lose.
Yes, because
he ain't chill too much.
What'd you say, Shawn?
He ain't chill too much. He put that picture of that old white couple up at their house that he getting ready to take.
Well, so he won a $6.2 million lawsuit in this lawsuit case against him, and he said that he thinks he's gonna pretty much keep the place. He's gonna put some epoxy in the floors. He said, I think I'm going, in his petty fashion, true petty fashion. He said, I think I'm even keep the family photos up on the theme of the place. I can't get by without cash.
All right, maybe he ain't chilling that. He ain't matured that much. But I think he was talking more like street activity, like something like if anything got physical. He loves to go to court. Like, I give 50 credit. 50 don't mind going to court. Like,
that's because he keeps lawyers on retainer. He hires lawyers to fight lawyers on top of lawyers. So he's never afraid of a case.
The greatest thing 50 ever did, in my opinion, and it was the first time I've ever heard of it. I'm not saying it's the first time it ever happened, is when he went to court to put himself on child support. He went to court and initiated the child support. He's like, let's get this started right now. Like, I want to pay the child support right now. And I was like, well,
everything with him is strategic, though.
Exactly. And I was like, that's a good thing. Instead of just waiting and hoping, if you got the bread, like, let's get this over with so I can know exactly how I got to work these finances, so I can know exactly what I got to do. Do I got to make another power? Do I got to make power 5 or what has to happen? And I always thought that was brilliant on his part. And I like the fact that he says things that everybody else is scared to say about people who everybody else is scared of.
Well, he's at a point in his career now where he doesn't have to really worry about those type of things. Sometimes you get to a point, artists, they get to a point where he doesn't have to make another rap record, right? Because his career and his choices have evolved into film, into movies, into acting and things like that. So he has a different type of platform than the average rapper.
But this is the dude that one of his first songs when he was broke, he just made a whole song of robbing rappers.
How to rob.
But that's
strategic.
Think about that. That's being shake because if anything, it could be the worst. If anything, it's going to get people talking. It kept the buzz in the streets.
But remember that this is a guy who had already been shot, 6-7 times?
Yes.
So he knew how dangerous this was. He knew like that people could catch feelings and be like, oh, this dude's really gonna make a song. This wasn't a diss song. This was a song talking about rappers that I will rob when I see you. Like, and I know it was in gist, I guess, I hope. But he's been doing it since day one. And the stuff he says about Diddy on the highest platforms, on the Breakfast Club, and the stuff he says about Diddy, and there's no response to any of this stuff. That amazes me. And if we don't, there's no reason for 50 to lie about this, y'all.
And 50 has been in a lot of rooms. So let's think about that. He's been around Weird Hollywood for quite some time. So I know that he got tapes and they know that 50 don't play. Especially the way that he used to drag Floyd on social media. So
and that was his
he
home.
ain't got no pics. He ain't got no pics. And I think that other artists, other moguls, they all know that. So they don't mess with him. They don't rock the 50 vote.
Okay, so I only saw some of the interview, and most of the interview I saw was 50 talking. So is it a thumbs up or a thumbs down for Mary J. Blige's interviewing skills?
So I think it's a thumbs up because listen, when most interviewers, they talk and they try to engage, but people want to hear what the artist has to say. So I think it's very clever when you got somebody who's in a chair and they're talking and they're pouring. You like, okay, this is good. Let them keep talking because the more they talk, the more comfortable they are and the more stuff is going to slip out. So I think it's genius.
All right, so we'll give her a round of applause. I didn't see the whole thing to judge, so I can't. I didn't see I never looked at Mary as turning out to being a great interviewer, but I haven't seen it. So I got to go back and watch it before I rate it. But you know what? I give her a thumbs. What is it on? What is is it on BT or I don't know
YouTube?
Why?
So I'm pretty sure it's a Revolt. Revolt has something to do with it.
Okay.
But it's called The Wind
The
Down.
Wind Down with Mary J. Blige, season 1, episode 3 is with 50 Cent. Yep.
All right. Well, wait, let's support her. She's been through a lot. Let's support her.
Absolutely.
But when Mary's happy, that's when she makes the worst music. Let's just be real. Like, don't release an album now. Wait till something goes wrong.
Let me tell you, Mary has been sneaking up the ranks with acting. You know,
yes, she has. Yeah,
Monet.
She has a lot of reel and a lot of film out there. I didn't even realize it until the other day when I was looking at previews, and I just looked at her track record, and I was like, wait a minute, she was in Mudbound. She was in this, she was in that. I was like, okay. So now we see where Mary is. Where
go ahead, Mary.
And I think it's tonight, the premiere tonight. I think it's the first.
Yes, tonight is the first.
Yeah, Monet is back.
Yes, and so let's see what Monet does and what's going on.
Power.
That's not the name of the show. That's the name of her
character.
No,
It's Power.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, I could have sworn that. But now, when I first saw Mary on the screen, I like the first time I saw her act. But that goes for everybody. The first time we see somebody make the adjustment to acting, I cringed a little bit. I was like, please sing Real Love at some point. But
that's the funny thing. They're not typecasting her. She's been in a full range of different.
No, she has. She did.
I'm proud of her.
No, she did the damn thing. Go ahead, Mary. Go get somewhere. Faith Evans is like, damn it, why couldn't this be?
She didn't translate like Kalisha.
Carisha
in her acting debut. So I think this is very good.
Yeah, boy. But God bless. Make that money, girl. She's an icon, whether you like it or not. People who don't like it, that's your fault. Mary's an icon. Her dance, her crazy ass dance is iconic.
We used to talk about her being Rhythmless Nation, and now that dance move is iconic. They beg her to do it.
Every time she does it in concert, people go crazy. Well, I can't even do what she does when she's doing the dance, but she goes hard. So now the only person whose dance that didn't catch on was Little Kim's dance. Her little crazy, a little thing.
So that is it.
They still want her to do it though. It shows too. They still go crazy when Kim do it.
Like Diddy had a dance. What was Diddy's dance? Diddy had his own little dance.
Diddy,
Like,
we be like, oh, you Diddy Bop.
it was a Diddy Bop. He had his little Harlem, he had his Harlem thing going, and he was, even Biggie had a little something. He was, a little side to side Biggie and everything like that. And then Jay-Z was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna stand on stage.
And he can.
He can. And I'm just gonna look at the crowd for a few minutes. That's got to be a crazy feeling, just to be able to look at 20, 30,000 people and then, hey, you ain't doing nothing. That's some Michael Jackson shit. All right, so we good? Are we good with it?
We good, Shmoney. Yes.
Because we got to get you, because you got to leave in how much time?
I am not leaving today. I am here.
Oh,
I'm not moving from this spot.
We missed the top of the hour. We got the internet. We missed the top of the hour. We are 10 minutes after the top of the hour. It's 8:10 here on the East Coast, and it's 7:10 Central Standard Time. And somewhere on the West Coast, it's a lot earlier. So, Jay was talking before we started. Jay was talking about
Jay was talking
about a lazy society and how there was a reality star who says she refuses to allow her kids to text her while they're in the house
or call her. It was Bethany Franco. Bethany Franco said her daughter tried to call her from upstairs and she shut it down. She said, "No, that's too much. You're lazy. You need to walk down these steps. Don't be calling me when you're in the house."
Walk down the steps. I'm across the hall and my son texts me.
Yeah, I don't. But see, I don't. This is what kills me about parents. This is what kills me. We live in a lazy ass society. Like, we're all lazy as hell. Why do you think nobody has any way of changing the channel on their TV anymore?
That's a rites of passage. I purposely call my son from his room.
Yes.
He'd be like, "You need me for something?" I'm like, "Yeah, can you get that remote right there?"
Yeah. It's lazy.
That's abuse, Mo.
We train laziness. We if I'm sitting somewhere with my kids and I have something upstairs, we're both sitting in the living room. Yo, can you go get that for me upstairs? And I don't understand the problem. Jay seems to have a problem with the kid texting in the, what you buy him the phone or her the phone for?
I just said it's in my house. I'm sorry, I'm with it.
It's lazy. I mean, you can honestly, you're that close that you can even yell out and get some, but you're gonna call.
I don't allow that either. Don't holler from room to room. I can't stand that. You want me? Look, come in my room.
These kids can't win. They can't win. They can't use the phone. They can't holler, and don't be hollering in my house. The only person gonna holler in my house is me.
Exactly. Don't be hollering in my house.
Ain't nobody else gonna be hollering in this house. Don't
but
be
it is
slamming
lazy.
no doors.
But we are lazy. Alexa made us lazy. The fact that you got these voice remotes, you're just pushing the button, and instead of hitting the buttons for your channel, you literally push one button and speak it into the remote. Like, how lazy are we?
If you want to become a millionaire, create an invention that just makes people, human beings, lazier. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do is create something to make people a lot lazier, and people will buy it in a set. Think of what microwaves did. Microwaves started a whole you ain't had to cook no more. And we know microwaves ain't good for us. We don't even care about the radiation. We don't even give a damn.
2 more minutes ain't gonna hurt, man.
They will tell you should not look directly into a microwave while it's on. And what do? We look directly into it and we count it down. And we like, yo, is this thing ready?
It's bubbling. Let's
stop. Get it. What up, Claude? Happy Friday. So when this woman is talking about people being like, dog, you got to be kidding me. Everything we do is lazy. I can't think of one thing I do that I'm actually like, it's strenuous. Like, I can't think of one thing I do that I go like, oh, they made shoveling. You should get a snowblower. Why? Because people were tired of using a damn shovel. They got a snowblower now. You think you're a professional snowblower. You think you're doing something.
I love it.
And don't let your neighbors don't have one because they just look at you like, is there any way? Everything is lazy.
So I'm wrong for thinking your child calling you from upstairs is not weird to y'all at all. It's not weird at all.
I started it.
No.
Don't text me and don't call me from that other room. You better come and see you better come ask.
I don't think it's anything wrong with it.
Get up and walk.
We do it in here.
No, wait, I don't
text him too. Like, I do text him when if I called him and he ain't come, see what I want, and because I know he has his phone in his hand at all times.
Like Monty had it was a little late, and Monty had the music on, right? So instead of me having to get up and go to the room, I was able to text in a matter of seconds. Can you please turn that down?
Well, you can do it because you're the parent.
Yeah, but I started it. We can't keep this thing up. Do as I say, not as I do.
There's a double standard, at least until you're 18, 19 years old. Do as I say, not
until you pay the cost to be the boss. Do as I tell you.
It's always extortion. It's always extortion with kids. The first thing you do when you get mad at your kid is bring up everything they don't pay for. They kids. You know you don't pay for nothing in your life.
You don't pay for this.
You know that closet is not yours. That closet is mine.
That food that you eat in that fridge, you ain't pay for that.
Until we get mad.
You're using my fire stick and it's my fire stick. I said you ain't pay for this.
Look at that. You know it's his fire stick. You know it's his fire stick.
No, she bought it for the house. She's in control of it.
Until I finish.
Look, Claude earlier in her comments, she said our cell phone is our house intercom. It's the family intercom. Yeah. And if you got multiple kids, you can group text and you can get it all out. You ain't got to tell each kid. I sent a group text to all three of the girls, whatever's going on.
Y'all got the message.
Y'all all got it.
Our group me. I hate our family group me because between him and his dad, they put me in this group me with them. And sometimes they be done. I'm like, listen, don't send me no message. Pick up the phone and call me.
But it even gets worse with parents. Like it gets worse with parents now. So Jay got another story, right? He got another story where parents decided to change their kid's name because I guess they didn't like it. Now they gave the name to the kid.
That was Travis Scott and Kylie Jenner.
They gave the name. What was the name? Wolf?
Wolf was the name, and they changed the name from Wolf to A-I-R-E. I don't know if it's Ari. Yep. They dropped the first Air. One of they dropped it was Wolf something, and they changed the first and middle name is out. Now it's only going to be Air Webster.
What was wrong with Wolf? I didn't have a problem with Wolf. Like I think you could make any name hot. Like you turn the name into what it is by who you are.
Wolf is a little weird.
No, no. Actually, it has. People, Native Americans, are named after certain things like Wolf's Air, or Little Dancing Feet, Little Wolf, things like that. So I don't think that there's anything weird about the name Wolf.
We were all looking at Jay-Z and Beyonce side eye when they named the little girl Blue Ivy. And now Blue Ivy is a regular.
Yeah, it's very common now. Yeah, Blue Ivy. Yeah, you're not thinking nothing about it. Yeah.
In the beginning, I was like, Blue.
It was other people named Blue. It was other people named Blue before her, though.
And what was the child's name? Kanye and his child.
Stormy. Northwest.
She was just a direction. Like, and now it's popping. It's a popping name now. Like you can't change the game in the ninth inning, y'all. Like,
but you can though. I mean, like I said, I always wish my mom changed my name. I did not want to be Jamal growing up. It's so I swear.
Why?
Because my resumes, you knew I was black. In school,
first of all, you wasn't thinking that at 10 years old about resumes. You wasn't like, yo, my resume's gonna be crazy. How am I gonna do a resume? He playing with cars in his room. Talking about, yo, this resume is gonna be impossible.
Name Jamal, and then teachers messed up Jamal. No, it's Jamal. Then I gotta correct people all the time. You want something easy, something that's that don't describe who your race and all that stuff. So I get it. Wolf could be very harmful for a kid to grow up with a name like Wolf. Kids are mean.
Without Jamal,
Jamal is not a black name. Jamal is it's like an Arabic name.
Arabic Muslim, but still.
You see, if there's no Jamal, there's no Jay Black. We never build to Jay Black. We never get to Jay Black without Jamal.
That's true.
Now I don't know who gave you the nickname Spanky, but that was a different story. That's a whole different kind. I'm not doing Spanky. Like, I don't know who hit you with. I don't hit you with that,
Jamal,
Travis.
Jamal is an Arabic masculine name, Jay Black, and it means beauty.
Yeah.
So.
Have you ever met with white Jamal?
I never met a white Jamal. I think it was one on Higher Learning. Like, it was one movie that had a white Jamal one time.
I was literally so.
And that was a fictitious character.
I didn't know how racist I was till Jay Black was Jay Black, on the show, and then he had to lead the show. And then our next producer, I called him A White. I don't
A
know why.
White, yes,
I don't know
shout out
why
to
I
A
was
White.
so.
A White.
Jamal
Shout out to
is a
LJC.
brown name. What does that mean?
Yeah,
A brown
it's
name.
brown. Like Stacey said, what white Jamals do you know?
It's an
Like in
Arab.
real society, like you don't. Nobody know a white Jamal.
There was a singer named Jamiroquai.
But they in Wolf, outside of Wolf Blitzer, is there another Wolf you know?
But that's good. You stand out, and they just do what Black and Hispanics do. Just give them a dope nickname. That's all. You just give them a dope nickname. There are people in our family who we have never called them by their real name. Like my grandmother. This is a true story. My grandmother changed my two cousins' names, and we still don't know why. We think it has something to do with the father.
Party, okay.
We had something to do with the father, and we never called him. Like my cousin's name is Lewis. I've never called him Lewis. For some reason, he's always been called Pete though, and always. And then I got a cousin named Anthony, and I don't know where they started calling him Sonny from, but everybody calls them Sonny. We never used their real name.
Well, back in the day, nobody had real names. Everybody had little Johnny Boy or little Sonny or, Spanky. No one was called by the government. I think that growing up, you get a little nickname and it sticks and that's it.
Wolf Jacquees. That was the baby's name. They changed it from. It was Wolf Jacquees. So they dropped the Wolf in the Jacquees, and now it was just Air Webster. So instead of Wolf Jacquees Webster, it's Air Webster. And maybe the kid by now probably got used to the name. Look like he old enough
now,
that
you ever try and call your I'm not comparing this child to a dog, but you ever try and call your dog a different name, they be confused.
Listen, I went through the name change when I was in kindergarten, and it was hard. I had to cross out my original last name and learn how to spell a whole new last name. It was a struggle.
See, my cousin Claude just verified this. That's what happened. The names with I didn't know my cousin's name was Lewis for years.
Who the hell is Lewis?
I said, who? I said, somebody just called. Who? They talking to you? But you got an alias?
Oh God.
But if you had Mike, where is the comedian
Spanky? Oh, Spanky Hayes.
Yes, he's Spanky.
Yeah, Spanky. Yeah. And then we got what's your name? We got Spank.
Horton.
Yeah, we got Spank, Classic Cup Boys. But if you didn't want to be called Jamal and you don't like Jamal, then what would you, if you had your choice, what would you have changed your name to?
It would have been a more inclusive, generic name where you didn't know what I was, but yet with a little twist.
Thomas?
No, not a Thomas.
Thomas. Say what you really want to say. You really want to say you wanted to have a white name. Say what you really want.
No, I don't.
That's what you wanted. You wanted a white name.
No.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
You like Michael for you is all type of Michaels.
Yeah.
But I'm not a Michael. I don't look like a Michael.
So give me a name then, because you sitting here.
If it was like today's name,
would you want to be called Romeo or something?
No. Like back in the day, if it was a name like Caden. Like Caden for me is like you got blacks and whites that are Caden. Caden is like that's the new popping name for the last 10, 12 years or whatever. So Caden is a perfect example. That's the perfect name, I think.
No, you confuse me. You're the first person who, when you go to places, needs to see people of color around you.
I need to see people like me.
But you don't want people of color with black names.
Because you get judged.
Stacey said he looks like an Alfred.
Oh, look at that damn Alfred.
What's up,
Alfred. Man, the joke's gonna come in. Here comes Shawn. We're gonna say something. I don't know what. Oh no. Okay, good.
He was first in AJ Johnson's group, the Comedy Misfits. Okay, all right.
About the white Jamal.
How about Sergio? Could we name you Sergio? Would you want to be Sergio?
Nah, see now that's Puerto Rican. I think of Puerto Ricans when I hear Sergio.
Sergio is not a Puerto Rican name.
I do. I think of Puerto Rican when I hear Sergio.
But I think
you don't picture somebody. You don't
from the East Coast. You would think of Puerto Rican.
Javier, but not
Sergio.
Kathy Black.
That's a suave name, Sergio. I'm gonna start calling myself Sergio.
Yeah.
Sergio. What up, Sergio? What up? But then you're gonna shorten it. What up, Serge? Nah. Good morning. What did Kathy?
No, she overslept. Remember, she's retired now, so she ain't got to get up early no more.
Yeah,
so
you ain't got to show off. You ain't got to show off. Sorry, I
Right.
overslept because I've been on spring break with my grandkids in Houston all week. I'm
That's
retired.
okay, Kathy. You get a late pass.
It's all good. Jay Black wants to change his name to Sergio. If you just joined us,
Because it sounds less ethnic and less black.
So, did you have a nickname, Mo? Did you have a nickname?
So people call me Momo, Moan.
Whoa,
wait.
What
What was she doing in elementary school? They gonna moan.
That's my family.
That's what she known to do.
The hell up.
Have a phone sex operator with you?
Yo, her nickname was Moan.
Hello.
So
This is
when I was younger, I was juicy because I was.
It just gets worse with you now.
It just keeps
I
going.
know. I tucked that one in, but I was a little. Well, they thought that I was a little chunky, like little chubby chunky, but I wasn't.
Obviously, Sergio sounds like a New York asking someone, "You having a Sergio? You stupid." Shawnee, what was your nickname? Did you have a nickname?
It was Snacks.
Snacks.
Ooh,
Moan and juicy and some snacks.
Did you used to sell snacks in school?
No, my grandfather started calling me that because I asked him for a snack. So that was my name all the way. If he was snacks. If he put it on my birthday card, it said 2 snacks.
It sounds like a predator in the making. No, I'm playing.
You're stupid. What is snacks? It's her grandfather. What are you talking about? It's so ridiculous.
I'm trying to get Shotty to smile.
You need to chill, Sergio. That's what you need to do. You need to relax with these comments.
In high school, they called me Hong Kong because they said I look Chinese.
They called you Hong Kong because they said you look Chinese?
My gosh.
Oh, Lord, you got slightly chinky eyes, just a tad bit.
Well, my face is fat now. It's not as slim as it was then. So
they called you Hong. Kids is ridiculous.
Kids
don't give a damn. Just call her Hong. Call her Hong Kong. What?
We all had names in the band. Everybody had a
slur
name.
now.
Yeah, they probably get somebody get canceled for that. They go Hong Kong and Juicy coming down the hall. What?
Moan, Juicy, and Snacks.
It's only a few people who still call me Moan, and that's my godfather.
The stuff you find out.
Man, why did you tell me this, Moan?
Right? I'm never gonna forget this one. I always forget a lot, but I feel like Moan and Snacks, they gonna stick with me. Like, okay.
And you gotta lower your voice when you say it too. What up, Moan? But if you could, so if you could change your name, what would you change it to? Because I think I'm gonna change my name.
If I could change my real name?
Yeah. If you could change your name, you could officially change your name. What would you change it to?
I always remind y'all that I'm a product of teenage parents, and teenage parents shouldn't be able to name their kids.
Loretta, Shawn.
I was supposed to be Latoya.
Brian.
You were supposed to be Latoya.
After Latoya Jackson.
I see you. I can see her being a Latoya. Like like I said, I'm not an Alfred, but I can see you look like you can be a Latoya. I'm being honest. As you just said that, I saw it. And they call you Toya. I see it.
It just wouldn't flow. Sexy Latoya wouldn't flow. Like sexy won't flow. Sexy Latoya.
Loud ass Latoya.
Loud ass Latoya. Spitting dirt with allegedly with loud ass Latoya. Shawnee, if you could change your name, what would you change it to?
I wouldn't change my name.
No, just hypothetically. Let's just say the government said
I'm not playing with y'all at all.
The government said that we are forced to change our name. Like they're making us get real ID. They got this thing. I gotta get my real.
You look like a
name myself. Like, I'll probably do something like Alex. Something that you don't know if I'm a. Well, you probably think I'm a man first, and then it'd be okay that it's a girl. So something like Alex or
Jackson.
That's not bad. Alex ain't bad.
Jackson.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna steal your name. I think I'm gonna be sexy toy. Trendsetter, what's going on with you today? Hold on, wait.
He's breaking down with Latoya. No.
So Latoya and Michelle, I can see that. That's your name.
Latoya and Michelle.
I just said that's what I almost was.
I can see y'all.
I was almost a Latoya.
I remember when Monty's mom came up to me and she was like, I think I'm gonna name Bonnie Solange. And I was like, oh no,
Beyonce was popping. Solange was.
I said, no. I said, we are not going to be named the child after the second most successful person in the family. You ain't even going to name her after the second? Like, what are we doing?
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's like naming your kid Tito, like after the Jacksons. Like, what are we doing?
He said not the second favorite.
And I think Solange is super talented. Like, I think she's super talented. But I was like, Solange, you gonna have that child. She gonna catch it. It's funny how different people in the family got different nicknames for you, and you have to remember all of them.
Yes. I tried to refrain from my son having nicknames, but his father called him Put. I'd be like, Buddy, what's up? And then my grandmother used to call him Peanut, and he just would answer to everybody. That is weird that you can have 50 million nicknames and you have to remember them all.
Keisha.
Who's look like a Keisha?
No,
I can see Shawty being a Keisha.
I can see that.
Riding around.
I don't know why Keisha. Like, I don't have purple hair though. I'm here.
Yeah. No, but like a Keisha Knight Pulliam. Like I mean, I think when he say Keisha, it just kind of fits. So some things fit.
Sometimes they be like, you look like Keisha, you look like Rudy. No, Rudy looks like me because I'm older than her.
Oh God!
I used to get the Tempest Bledsoe when I was younger.
Vanessa, okay.
Oh yeah.
I used to hate that.
Robert. Okay.
Robert, that's hilarious. So, in breaking news, everybody, we all should probably, y'all, because I don't know if I qualify. Y'all also move to San Francisco. Because San Francisco is, what you say? Yeah,
you don't qualify.
I would have to do an ancestry.com thing and then prove that my heritage started in Africa, because San Francisco is considering giving $5 million per person for reparations to Black residents.
I'm out.
Oh, well, in that case, I about to say it's known for a lot of gay men, but when you just said 5 million, can I live there?
Well, black, you have to be Black though. You have to be Black. Are you Black? Are you African American? What are you?
My name's Jamal. See, now I qualify.
Are you Black? Are you African American? Because that's the thing. That's the big holdup. Well, they
ain't giving no $5 million to every Black person.
But they always.
I don't know if you watched. I think it's Reclaiming the Throne. If you get a chance, watch that documentary. And it is mind changing. It will change you. You might want to think about moving to San Francisco, because you may be able to capitalize on that 5 million. But 5 million in San Francisco ain't a lot of money.
San Francisco,
are they going to make you put it back into that same community? Because that's what before they were talking about reparations, but it was required for you to build in that community where they gave you the money at. Like it had to go like to a contractor to rebuild the home. Like they basically making the area better. But they call it reparations. Is it similar to that for San Fran, or you don't know?
I have no idea. All I know is 5 million. I guess you got to pay them taxes. We've been through this. So I guess whatever tax rate is out in San Francisco, and it's a lot of money to live out there. Even though I think Jersey's got the highest tax rates in the country, or one of the highest tax rates in the country.
One of the highest.
When Texas gonna give us our money, Trendsetter, you can sit and wait for Texas all day long to try and give some reparations in that moment. Yeah, 5 million is relocating money out there.
Yes, Billy. You said that right.
5 million is relocating money. I mean, situation I'm in, I'd go. I mean, if I wouldn't qualify, but if I qualified, I'd be out there.
But if you go back and you do your historical fact finding, you will find that you may qualify.
You never know, but 5 million, you figure it costs a lot to live out there, but I take the chance. San Francisco is one of the most expensive cities in the U.S. Might end up being $2. That's hilarious.
I think she said 2 million when it said.
Oh, 2 million when it's said and done. Then real estate out there is going to cost so much. Living out there costs, and I'm still going, y'all.
Alcatraz is out there in the prison. Yeah, okay, San Fran.
That's so Jay Black. That's the first thing he talks about is the
Is
prison.
jail?
Is a former closed
When I
down
think
prison.
of San Francisco, I think of gay men on
You
trains,
don't think about
and I think of
follies, you don't
Alcatraz.
think
Oh
about
my God.
historical
Am I
values.
wrong for this? For thinking that?
What's wrong with you?
He said, "I think of gay
All right,
men."
let me
You
just-
don't think of the Golden State Warriors playing out there? You
No.
don't think of the
Like you don't think about nothing like that?
the Golden Gate Bridge? You don't think about that? No, just gay people and
First
what
two
else?
things, on the little trolleys, and
On
then
the trolleys.
and then Alcatraz. Literally, that's the first two thoughts that came to my head. Maybe I'm not. See, I was told I can't supposed to speak my first two thoughts. So
No, go ahead. Speaking, it's hilarious. He act like it's just gay people on the trolley. Like it's just don't nobody else take it. What up, Mike? I remember you came on my podcast in 2014, fresh off the morning show. That was before podcast became what it is today. Thank you. You a real one fan. Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Mike always support. Look
That's
at that.
a nice compliment, D.
I wish I could tell you I remember, but
yes,
I really have to think back.
So, Claudia, that's why it's important for you to watch this documentary. I'm telling you, especially when it comes to the Caribbean or when it comes to just watch it. You will be amazed.
Just be careful with them DNA tests, Mike. They put you in the system. If you ever did anything and you want it,
you know what? I'm passing that $5 million. Don't worry about it.
Something might have happened years ago that you don't even remember.
I don't even remember.
We've been looking for you since 2014. And like,
thank you for this answers to your DNA test. That
were you at transit back in 2002?
Well,
your
Jesus.
DNA was left over here.
So yeah, $5 million. $5 million, people. If you want to go out there and make it happen. If you want to have a good time and do your damn thing and gay men on train. Listen, Ashley, that's Jay Black.
Be there when I got there. Because I ain't moving to no San Francisco on a wing and a prayer and saying we waiting for the check.
I
almost got a job in San Francisco. I almost did get a job.
You be working, Mike? You be working on the trains?
I almost did. And I think who got the job? Tony Roberts got the job, but then he was there for a little while, then he quit. I don't even know why I said that story. But yeah, I wouldn't. $5 million San Francisco. I almost got a job in St. Louis too. I was not moving to St. Louis. I don't even know why I'm telling y'all this. I was not moving
to any city for $5 million.
Cleveland had opportunity for Cleveland after Hot 97, but I decided not to.
Why didn't you go to Cleveland?
I just felt like it was too far.
Cleveland.
Yeah, I said I'd rather get a real job.
Because Jamal has that Philly mentality, which means that most people who were born and raised in Philly normally don't move away from Philadelphia. It's too far.
Yeah, the suburbs, and that's as far as I'm going.
But the only reason I didn't take the job in St. Louis is because I had a job already. As a matter of fact, shout out to Mike Fox, because Mike Fox was going to take me. Mike Fox was going to take me out there, and he was like, "I know it's a stretch." And it's so funny what you just said, Mo. Like we do have this concept. Like Shawnee's different. Shawnee's been lived all over the country, but we do have this concept when we get comfortable. Like, what was the big deal if I moved to St. Louis? It's just a city.
Like New Yorkers don't like to move out their borough. Like if you was born in the Bronx, or you born in Brooklyn, you Brooklyn all day. Like and when you get to the upper echelon and you start making a little money, you might move a little ways out. But it's something embedded in us in certain states and stuff. You kind of don't want to move.
And we should, I understand the importance of people traveling, because I think going to Dallas, I never forget, and I was grown as hell going to Dallas. I remember being on that plane so sad, not blessed that I had a job.
Just like, where am I going?
Like I was really I was on that Spirit airline. I was like, yo, what am I like? As I was looking at the land, when you look down out the window, I was like, yo, this.
I'm all alone out in Texas chasing this bag. But hey, if the money's taking you, to follow the money. Daniel John said, follow the money.
But if I would have done it more earlier, it wouldn't have been as traumatic. So it would have been that's why I think it's like, I'm not a college person. Like I'm not built for college, but I think it is dope when kids go far, go away. And
I encourage it. I mean, I grew up in Arkansas, but I never went back home. Like I left home and never came back. I came back to visit, of course, but I left home and never came back. Everybody's like, well, when you think you're gonna move back to Arkansas? Hell no, I'm not moving back to Arkansas.
Moan was out. She was like, I'm out of here.
Moan was like, this ain't for me. This ain't for me.
She wound up in Philly being aggressive.
Ticket to Jersey.
Shit, I'm pissed that I didn't move out of Philly sooner. I mean, yeah, but we just get accustomed. It's a grind,
now
and every day.
You're older. You realize that the cost of living and the things that you can be exposed to, raising your children, other places is great.
Thank you, super.
But
thank you.
As a single person, you chasing the money.
The money. But you a gangster. I ain't gonna lie. You were. You I didn't think you were from Arkansas when I met Mo. I really thought Mo was a Philly chick.
My hatchback up and gave me a mat and sent me on my way.
Do what you do, Mo.
Because I was underage.
Make us proud.
Because you were what?
I was underage. They let me drive in a car by myself from Arkansas to New Jersey.
Well, where are you staying? What were you staying in Jersey? Where were you going to stay in Jersey?
I have family here.
And she has ways. She know how to do what she got to do.
At 16 years old, yes.
Yo, you were 16?
They ain't call me Moan and Juicy for no reason, Mike.
What the hell up to Black?
Yo,
it's something I would never do in this day and age. This is how you can tell, the difference.
Wait,
it wasn't legal back then.
This was your idea?
Well, I knew once I graduated from high school that I wasn't staying. I was moving to Jersey. Like that had been the goal, the plan in my mind all along.
Damn.
North Jersey or South Jersey?
Yeah, North Jersey.
Yeah, I guess there's only one real Jersey.
North Jersey.
Yeah.
Damn, son. I didn't know you were 16.
You would never do that to a kid, but
you was.
I did that. Well, I was 17 and I left.
Where'd you go, and where were you leaving from?
When I graduated high school, I left and went down to Houston for a while, and then I came back and drove to Oklahoma to go to school.
But when you graduated high school, how old were you? 17?
17.
Where'd you stay? Did you have a place to stay in Houston?
I have family. Yeah.
Her name was Snacks, Mike. You forgot.
All right, Spanky. Let's play. You want to play?
No, I'm not playing. I'm sorry.
I was bold in partying and hanging out, but damn, y'all was getting up and like y'all was packing bags and was like, yo, maybe it's living in a Puerto Rican house. Like you allowed to
they
stay
spoiled
in.
you, Mike. They babied you.
I was gonna say
they babied you, Mike.
You got a different life. You ain't get kicked out like that.
You're the boy, you're the family. You don't gotta go nowhere ever. Like that's the rule.
When I finally moved out, they was like, Bobby, where you going?
Right.
I'm 35 and married. Like at some point, like
I gotta go.
I
gotta go at some point.
But that's the funny cultural exchange of it all, Mike, because for women, a lot of cultures they keep their kids, which is smart because you can stack your money and you go out into the world prepared. It's just us sometimes it's like when you get 18, you getting out my house. You better go get your own job, your own part. And subconsciously as kids, we're thinking when I get 18, I can't wait until I get 18 so I can get my own house and my own car and my own this and my own that.
Your own bills. That's what nobody ever tells you. Your own bills.
Nobody tells you.
The funny thing is, I was 20. I think I was 24 whenever I got married. But like at 23, the comedy thing was popping and everything was happening. And I'll never forget because I was flying out. Well, I was doing a thing with old boy and Mike Blackson and taking us, and everything like that. But then I was doing my own
comedy show.
Yeah, and we was doing the comedy shows. I'll never forget. I was like 23, and my dad looked at me, and he was like, "How much fucking money are you making?" Right? I was like, "What made you ask that?" He was like, "I ain't telling you you gotta leave." I said, "But." It seems like you're doing pretty good.
Pretty good for yourself.
You gold chain.
Yeah, you just walking in here with jewelry and then my dumb ass got married. I should have just I really should have just went got me an apartment, but I'm super comfortable. I ain't gonna lie, I was.
Journey of life.
The journey of life.
It teaches us many lessons. We have to go through it.
Many lessons.
Let's
The
don't get off
lessons.
at every stop.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I think this has been good.
Speaking of
Have you
San
got something
Francisco,
else?
you didn't hit on your last story.
Which is that?
Your Diplo, your guy, your homie.
That's not my homie, but not for no bad reason. Okay. Diplo says he surely received oral sex from a man. I don't know why I couldn't say that out loud before. I'm not gay.
Okay.
I don't understand. I'm not. Is he saying he is gay?
He
I'm
said
not.
there's a couple of guys that I'd be like, I could date this guy.
But he ain't gay. He got oral sex
But
with
I'm
a
not
man,
gay.
but he's not gay.
If a guy tells you that, what's your response? I'm asking the ladies. If your man, you find out like y'all dating, you find out that
it's about the vibe. It's about the vibe.
We're not dating.
So
no, we're not dating.
I have I was gonna say I do have a one stick per mouth per relationship mantra. I'm sorry, both of us can't. We just
I've never understood. Like I heard that for people who do long bids in jail, like they do long bids and they say they not, because they.
Seymour said, I'm out on this one. No, podcast. You gotta better speak your mind. What you thinking, D?
That you leave that there. That stays in jail.
So do you, if you find out that your man, if he says that happened while he was in prison, do you stay with him or are you like
no?
Yes.
No.
So
Johnny said no. Hell no.
I just
trying. Everybody got
Johnny ain't playing them games.
Great, fantastic. There's somebody out there for you, but I just may not. I'm not the one.
I was just shocked that in this time, the way things are, why would he even bring it up? Like, because it seems like nobody even cared. Wouldn't he? I thought he should be used. That's why I have a co-host
for these type of segments.
Closer to the ladies.
Jay trying to play me. I was ready to end the show. Jay wanted to do the story.
No, because I mean it's Friday, and we ain't gonna get to that come Monday. But I just saw that and I was like, I wonder what Mike think. If you get oral sex with a man, does that not make you gay?
In my 52 years of life,
only one of us can like licking on lollipops, and it can't be you. Like,
no, he received it. Like he said, no, I didn't do it.
No, the answer is no. No,
it's not a difference if you give it or receive it.
No. Are you gonna put a dick in your mouth, Jay?
No, I'm talking to y'all. Y'all know darn well my
No.
It's Friday.
No.
You get a flag for even just saying that.
You get a flag for saying that. Who wants that? I mean, somebody want that, and everybody that do that, that's okay for you. But no, you ask me, no,
it's 2023,
nigga, no, we don't have nothing to talk about at all.
But if you had that performance that performed on you, doesn't that automatically kind of mean you're bisexual? Or am I lost in 20?
So the kids these days like to call it sexually fluid, and not so much as a sexual preference.
Okay.
That's what they say.
I guess. Thanks everybody for checking.
I call it what it is. I don't understand why we put all these covers on top of stuff. No, it is what it is. You let a man go down on you. You let a girl, you a female, you let a girl go down on you. It is you bisexual. Is what it is. Because why?
Is that black and white for you, Shawn? So in college, you never let a girl explore with you?
Hell no, I ain't never had no girl much.
Shawnee,
and I don't want it. I don't want it. That to me, that shit ain't funny. I don't even like playing about it. That ain't funny. No.
Wait, so Mo, I'm not playing with Shawnee. I'm leaving Shawnee alone. Mo,
in college.
Hey, Juicy, in college.
Jay up here playing this morning.
No, I'm not playing with you, Johnny.
You ain't never let a dude rub on your
balls. No, never, ever.
Or rub on your butt. When y'all you didn't play sports, y'all wasn't.
Answer the question, Sergio. Answer the question, Sergio.
Yeah, that shit ain't funny to me. That is highly offensive. I'm sorry, but if a woman come up to me and touch me, she gonna get punched in the face. I don't know. If a man
why you so homophobic? That don't make sense.
I ain't homophobic. I'm not homophobic. That is not homophobic. I know what I like, and I don't want no broad touching on me. I ain't shit I can do for a broad. That's why with my homegirl, if they break up with their boyfriends, I tell them you better get back with that nigga if you want to, because I'm not coming over there hugging on you. So no, that is not. No, that ain't homophobic. I know what I like.
I just wonder because I figure, you know, girls, y'all explore sometimes.
Well, I figured that since you played sports, y'all was rubbing on each other's ass. Y'all saw each other naked, right?
Good play.
Y'all was patting each other's butt. That's how you say good job, right?
Good job.
Right?
I was in the NFL locker room once, and I never went back.
Yeah, I ain't went back either. I was in there once too.
Never went back. I saw Carly's coach pat her on the butt, and I walked right across there. I said, "Don't pat my daughter on the butt. Don't do that. Don't do that."
Well, I see Shawnee's made her point clear. I'm still a little suspect with Mo. I don't know.
I think Mo, that look.
I'm just saying. Ninja, don't play with me. I'm just saying what I said. Don't come over here and get square effing with me either. Now, it's Friday.
What college did you go to? With the Cheney?
It's Friday.
You catch arrest?
Yeah, Jay want to play.
I'm not messing with you no more, Shotty. I see your energy you on.
It's just content. It's just
I'm not even playing the
If you ain't have nobody rubbing on your balls and your butt,
we still on
don't
this.
come over here and these 2 squares.
No, it is different for girls though. No, because if we're being honest, it is different for girls. Y'all will kiss each other. Y'all will touch each other's breasts. Stop playing. Y'all grab each other's butts. Come on, that's more common than guys don't do. Guys don't even
grab my butt.
Guys don't. Y'all ain't never touch another girl. You ain't never touch your girlfriend's breast.
Who does that?
Girls do that. Mike, be honest, Mike. Tell them, be transparent. It's more common for girls to do that type stuff.
I'm not saying that is. What I'm saying.
That's because y'all go to them old ratchet ass strip clubs and watch girls do that, and that's what y'all like. That's what y'all want to see. But no, everybody is not doing it. That's because that small circle of women y'all hang around do that old foolishness. I guess when y'all are in radio, I don't know, but ain't nobody ever touched my voice but the doctor.
I'm just this is what I'm saying. I'm saying this. If a guy
and Jay got me cussing.
No, because we know it's true. Okay. But go ahead, Mike.
If I find out if a guy,
it's true that you getting your butt rubbed
no, Shiny, like being serious, girl.
That's why you don't hang out no more. You don't go to the gym because it's men and then y'all looking at each other. I'm being serious too.
You know that.
Don't put that on me.
No, we're not putting. I'm saying in society in general. When a guy finds out, when a woman tells him a story, a guy finds out, guys aren't as upset as women in society. Guys just go like, oh, for real, that's what you did? And you know, like, all right, well, are we done that? Or are you still into that? So that I don't think it's more likely. I just think it's more accepted in society. That's all I'm saying.
Is it unheard of, Shani, for me to think that girls allow other? Because Mo ain't said nothing. Because I know Mo got a lot going on.
Because I really don't. I'm not going to placate into this dumbfounded theory that you have about women. Like,
did I tell y'all black people can get $5 million if they move to San Francisco?
Sorry, we should stop playing. Put that picture back up from earlier.
You think that women just sit around in a room and touch each other's breasts all day?
No, I'm saying like when y'all getting dressed to go out, you be like, bitch, and then y'all be get tatas. I wish I had a butt like your butt, or look at all this butt you got. Like y'all
when I get dressed to go out, I'm the only person over here. If somebody is here with me, then they in that back bathroom or somewhere else. No, I don't know what kind of women been around. Because all women are not alike. You know, we don't all do the same thing. And that's when I was young to now. I don't even like hanging out like that. I don't even like people around me like that. So everybody is not the same. And it's frustrating because like they put that D. Morris, that's what you must be doing. Because
no,
you don't put that
girls
on
do that in
somebody
the girls' bathroom. Y'all do that probably. I can see that.
Me don't. I am a girl. Stop telling me what girls do. Do y'all have vaginas? I am trying to figure out. Y'all got some ovaries? What? You're doing that. That's because y'all watch these stupid silly women, females on social media do this stupid stuff. All women are not like that. So just stop it. Just stop. Don't say that. Yeah, because you hey, everybody can get it. This is church and anybody can get it, Morris. Welcome to the church. I'm the first lady. Okay. So
I didn't say nothing wrong. Don Page did his hair for the Lady Q comments. Don, I didn't say anything wrong because as a male, we seen females touch each other's breasts. We seen females hit each other on the butt or squeeze their butts, and like is endearing to them. And I'm not being funny. I'm being serious.
Like you sound like the old white man at the damn job telling us what is okay with women. I've seen men slap each other.
Thank you. Well, thank you, Stacey, for being honest. Can we acknowledge Stacey's comment?
That's Stacey.
Stacey said she smacked her friends on the behind.
But she doesn't go around smacking and grabbing on her friend's titties and grabbing on her friend's ass all the time on some. No, that is not what happens. She just said that she's done it.
Oh, Trink said it's an age thing. So maybe is it the younger girls and not the grown women?
No, it ain't no age thing. All girls don't do that.
I think the two ladies on this show don't do that, but there are a lot of women who take it far, and
a lot of men that do that too.
Exactly. I totally. I was
validating when somebody say, "Oh, girl, my ass getting wide." Girl, no, your ass look fine. You fine. You look nice today. That's a compliment. That's validating. But when you talking about going around smacking and grabbing your bestie's ass, like what?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of these besties who are doing more than bestie stuff, and I'm not saying y'all too square.
Mike, thank you.
We're not going to just sit around. Wait. I done been quiet. I done let everybody go. I've been quiet. I let everybody do their thing. All I'll do is being the DJ. Okay. I know a lot of these broads. Let me tell you something. In my life, there are three who I know that never been with a woman. The rest of them act like it don't even count. They're like, I do this and it don't count against nothing.
It was college. I was young.
It don't even gotta be college.
Yeah, I was drunk.
I was drunk that night. And they act like it never happened. Not these two on these squares, not these two squares. And they sit, and this is the bullshit that they do. They sit around with their girlfriends knowing that they did something. And then they don't tell nobody. And then they sit up there acting like that's not cheating. No, sweetie, that's cheating. The same way I gotta tell you if a female's there that I dealt with, is the same way you gotta tell me, yeah, we did a little something when a few years ago. No, that's sex. And please don't tell me, and please don't tell me it happened in college either. Please don't tell, because some of y'all women be acting like college, like once you graduate, your vagina gets erased. No, it doesn't.
It's like the Men in Black thing.
It's not an etch a sketch where you can just erase it right after you graduate.
It does get a reset. It's like dialing back the mileage.
No, it's not. Them penis fossils are still up in there. So, and the activity that you got there with your roommate. The things this is what kills me. And I'm talking from personal experience. You got a college roommate and y'all so cool. And little did I know that college roommate, y'all was really living together. Because y'all didn't use two of those beds. Y'all used one. Then got the nerve to get mad when I found out, like, so you wasn't gonna tell nobody? So I'm not saying these two squares don't get down.
But Stacey said it was because her girlfriend's butt was bigger than hers and she looked cute in the outfit, so she squeezed the bootay. See, and that's common and normal.
You tripping?
That is not common.
You tripping?
That's
right
what
now.
Stacey did. That is not common. If my homegirl over here and squeeze my behind, it's about to be a problem. Some furniture gonna be broke.
You will wild out on your girlfriend for just showing you
I believe Shawnee would do that.
Hey, let me tell you something.
I believe it. I believe that she would do
No, you better not touch me. You better not touch me.
So if Lady Q and we was all out in AC all hanging out, if she like, girl,
what are you doing?
No, I'm playing.
I love Lady Q, but Lady Q would have got tapped out of her because I don't know. Don't be touching on me. Don't be touching on me. Now,
Like
if
somebody,
she
wow.
look at me and say, Shawnee, you look cute, your behind look cute in that, or your behind look aside, that's one thing. But to touch me, do not touch me. Don't touch me. Only people that can walk up to it's a few people that can walk up to me and just tug me, you know, touch my hand. Them 2 of them are my kids. Okay. My mom can come hug me. All right. But don't be walking up to me. Don't you try it if you want to.
It was tough when I held her in because
shut up. It was not.
She pulled away for a second. She was like, "What?"
Well, I got Shawnee to wake up this morning. I gotta go. Good. That was my mission. That was my mission and my goal, and I got it.
Yeah.
All right. This has been great. It was such a nice show. It was just nice. We was talking about $5 million in San Francisco, kids getting their names changed, kids texting you from upstairs when you downstairs, and when a good friend, and Stacy don't want to stop. When a good friend walk by, I say, "Girl, where you going with all that junk?" Stacy, you play too much.
Don't say it to Shawnee. Don't say that to Shawnee. Oh no.
That's too much. That is too much. I'm like, what is wrong with you? What's the problem? Dude, if somebody said that to Jay Black, he would do that too. If a dude said,
all right, gotta go.
Jay Black gonna be ready to fight.
Gotta go.
Jay Black Prince. You're on a roll.
Some furniture gonna be broke. Do you give them the first
sexual?
I ain't no.
Just start punching.
No, I just started.
So if they just tapped you real quick, you immediately swinging. They just tapped you. Girl, look at that.
Don't listen. I'm telling you, that's such a trigger. That is, don't touch me. Do not touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch. Even sometimes in a relationship, that's hard. I have to actually take that in my mind and be like, okay, we in a relationship. It's okay. Don't touch me. Yeah, Jay Black knows how to put the battery in my back. Yes, he does.
Consequences and repercussions. Well, y'all, with that being said, this has been great. Love you for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that. And understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed.
Leslie has seen in person, for real.
One thing in life that's guaranteed: if you touch Shawnee, you will get punched in your face immediately. You fight for everything in life, views and likes. Fight for your happiness. And never let anybody take your happiness from you. All right, y'all. Y'all will never understand how much I've enjoyed this morning.
Moan and snacks.
And
we see y'all.
And I don't know, Mo must be on a prepaid internet or something. She got a certain amount of time. Shawnee's going to hit them with the DMX growl. All right. Let's reverse it. Jay, we already reversed it. It already got reversed.
Okay, it's time to go.
It already you missed it. It got reversed already. It already got, no pun intended.
I do. And I turn around and I swing on everybody. Yes, Kathy. That's exactly what happens.
Go on.
Because I don't think that's funny. I don't think it's cute. I don't think nothing is funny about it.
So one of them tap your butt and they look the other direction.
And listen, man, I just said, love me for who I am. It's over. It's over. It's over. Everybody enjoy your Friday and enjoy your weekend. Be safe. Make it back here on Monday. Yeah.
Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legend, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.